So anyway, I drew this 1-inch square, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to erase this excess here. Get that out of the way. And hopefully we'll make us a stamp that looks very similar to this or a different design, but it's going to be basically this size. I'm going to cut out this piece of plywood here, and then I'll glue my stamp I designed on the back. But for right now I need to design this stamp. So I'm going to go ahead and just start sketching up an idea. Okay, and I'll come up here like this. I always use arrows, if y'all notice in how I do my stamps. I'm going to kind of do a little artistic looking one here. Alright, I'll just come back in and shade that bad boy in. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect, just something that I know I'm going to use a lot when I take notes. Okay, fill that in a little bit. That's okay. Go ahead and sketch this up a little bit more. I'll darken it. You can come back and get Sharpies and put on top of it. One of the things that I do is I got on Amazon and I bought this multicolored pen. I love this thing. And if I want, maybe I want to work with purple. In this case, I'll probably just go with black. I'll just black this in. Okay. Darken that up. Now, there's two ways I can get this into AutoCAD. One is I can scan it, which is an effective way, a lot of steps. Or I can whip out my phone, take a picture of it, and email it to myself. Either way, it's going to work. Now, if I scan it, it's going to be closer to scale. But that's okay. I can still take a picture of it, put it in AutoCAD, and bring it in there. All right. Kind of rough. Straighten up those edges. Okay. I'm going to try to make this a little more pointy. There we go. Again, stamps help me automate my note-taking process. Okay. Now I'm going to give it kind of a 3D effect. Like this. Make this kind of thick because I've got to make a line stand up on it. And what I'm talking about is, like if you look at my Texas stamp here, stick it over on the back side, you can see these lines right here. So I got to put those in. And that's kind of what I'm doing on this design right here. I'm going to come down a little bit like this. Maybe bring it over just a tad. Okay. Thicken this guy up back here. Now, okay, I went to my desk and I went and got this rubber. I bought this off Amazon. Let me pull this out here. Set this out of the way. Okay. This is the rubber that we use to make the stamps out of. You can kind of see, obviously I've used it quite a bit to make this, and you can see the peace sign as well. How on the peace sign I cut it out of the rubber as well. I'm just going to get it in here in the light. But anyway, so this is a rubber we're going to actually use. As you can tell, since it's $14 a sheet, I have to be pretty frugal with how much I can get off on this. So that's why I'm making only 1-inch size stamps. And if you look at your notes over here, let me move over here to the right. Here you can see like this question mark. I actually came back and made that question mark stamp, this guy right here. And so the size can become quite an issue. And so that's why I try to make my stamps only 1 inch in size. Okay, well I'm going to design a couple more and we'll come back to this. Okay, now, thank you student Xavier for telling me to turn my recorder on. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and draw something I also use quite a bit. It's a star. I'm going to draw a simple star, like a real thin one because I like little thin stars. And again, I like to be kind of sketchy when I do it. And what's neat about stars, you can kind of come up with a really neat designs and stuff like that. Kind of like that actually. Okay, again, I'll go ahead and get my black pen. I'll darken that bad boy up. Again, you're going to clean up the design a bit in AutoCAD. You, by the way, can draw these and design these in SolidWorks, but it's kind of like overkill. AutoCAD's a simpler, easier, faster tool than cranking up 3D solid modeler, but it definitely will do the job. It's kind of like taking an F-18 and dusting crops. You don't need that much. Okay. One thing I'll do in AutoCAD when I design this is I'll draw one side of it, kind of like down the center here, and then I'll flip it and mirror it, and I'll connect it together and join it together. Alright, I like that. That's pretty good. Good enough. Okay, so I'm going to stop here and create another sketch, and we'll draw something else. Alright, started drawing up another square, and I'll come back and put that inch mark in right there. Come down here, put that inch mark in here as well. Okay, and I'll put this in. This one's going to be a little more stylized. Okay, and one of the things that I like to do is I always like icons like light bulbs. Like, you know, the idea light bulb comes on. So I'm going to draw me a little mark like this. And I'll draw me a mark like this. Hopefully I'll make them a little more symmetrical. So I'm going to thicken up this line a little bit. Here. Usually when I make one like this is I'll have like a yellow highlighter, so it looks like when I highlight over it, it looks like the light bulb turned on. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of thick. That might work. Kind of like my star. I have to have that symbol. Then I'll come down here and I'll do me a little box like this. A little point on the end of it. Create myself something that looks like us. Now I'm going to clean this up right here. Probably need to get my eraser shield. Clean that up. And I'll come up here with a little Jalen, where do you get your pens? Where do you get your pens? That's my girl. Well, you're blind. I'm going to have to edit all this out of the video. Move it at you. Okay, now this video here, or this design here on the video, it's pretty complex, but we definitely can make this using AutoCAD. Okay, so I got 3 designs here, and let me ask my students around, what do you guys think about this? You think this will work really good for our stamps? Alrighty. Okay, that's good. We'll get started on this. We'll take a picture of them, get them into AutoCAD.